she may have said that at some point, but at that particular point, that was me that had said that in response to what Mr. LaTronica said.
Okay, so the sentence should read Trustee Chamberlain.
Correct.
No objection to that.
And that is all.
I have several. You'll notice I put a first page of this in your box because the date on the first page referring to Trustee Spodek's requesting the addition of the words promotion of in the minutes should refer to the minutes of the October 20, not the September 10, 2009 meeting. And that's been done, by the way. Trustee Spodek, President Pro Tem Spodek. On page 4, Chief Dano has some revisions to Chief Dano discussed the proposed police department budget for 2010. This is the first full paragraph on the page. When you get down to the third sentence of the paragraph, Chief Dano does not anticipate purchasing any vehicles in 2011. Put a comma after 2011. Everybody there? Strike the rest of that sentence. And insert the following phrase. And intends to get at least 3 years of use from the Chevrolet Tahoes that will be purchased in 2010. Going down in that paragraph, to the next to last line. The next to last line begins with the word have. Strike that and put in the word has. That's all.
On page 6, maybe this filled in later when you made more corrections, Mike. The approval for the service agreement for Hiawatha Special Service Area. You have question marks for the trustees that made the...
No, I'm sorry, that has been changed. Do you want?
You got it.
I got it, we got to refix that.
Move to approve the minutes as amended.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Consultants report, starting with,
Excuse me, Mr. President. There were 2 documents that were submitted in anticipation of the first reading on the fence ordinance. One was a white paper that was drafted by the Environmental Committee and was submitted to the trustees and to the president. And a second was a letter from the RPC, which I invited to be read or to be distributed to the trustees and the president. I request that upon approval of the trustees that this be entered into the record, the transcript of the minutes.
no problem.
Well, I think it needs approval of the trustees.
I was just
So-
asking.
So I so moved that the environmental white paper be entered into the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
And I moved,
The minutes.
The minutes of the November 17th meeting?
no, yes, to be
In which
to be
we had a big
accompanied,
discussion.
right.
Be attached.
And I also moved that,
Ensure that he gets a copy to your satisfaction.
and I also moved that we entered the RPC letter to the trustees with the minutes of November 17th.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, put that in too. Okay, now, any further action? Okay, consultants reports, starting with Pat Flynn.
All I have is, starting Monday, Lake County Public Works will go out and clean and televise another 10% of our sanitary sewers as part of our revised maintenance agreement with the county. Because I so love making maps, I gave everyone that shows in
Very nice.
the red and yellow lines, the streets that we'll be doing generally, Woodland, Crestwood, Kennelwood, Vernon Trail, Riverwoods Road, Burr Oak, and Wiggum. Basically, this will wrap up all of the sewers between what we did last year and what we do this year. Will be everything upstream of the Wiggum Road lift station. What I expect to bring to the board at the next meeting, recommendation to do another round of smoke testing once these sewers have been cleaned and televised, just like we did last year to try and chase down any illicit storm sewer connections in those sanitary sewers. And then once I have these videotapes, I plan to put together a recommendation for repairs and lining of what will now be 20% of our system up there. I'm figuring that probably every other year we'll come up with a sewer project of lining and repairs rather than just the small 10%. So we'll get notices out to all the folks up here before the county is out there doing it.
Pat, what were the results basically of the first round of smoke testing?
Yeah, we came up with perhaps a dozen households that we followed up with. Largely people were cooperative. They were minor repairs that needed to be made. The occasional downspout that was connected, mostly broken or missing clean out caps, small repairs. We're down to just, I think we're down to two that we haven't been able to work cooperatively with, and we just need to, it's really on us to follow up with them and then move that forward. But there was not a rash of illegal connections up there. It certainly wasn't common. I expected things to be similar on the section. That's all I have.
Okay, Russ?
The only thing I have is the Lake County Task Force for the Wind Energy met this morning. We're about 90% done with the ordinance and a handout that we're going to put together. Hopefully before the next meeting, I'll have a draft copy in everybody's hands we can start to look at. We're working with a noise expert, Mr. Tom Thunder. We've all met him around here before. So he's putting together some of the noise levels and decibels and all that stuff. He's the expert in this, so we're working with him right now. That's the only technical thing that we've got to get finished. We'll probably have that done in January. That's our goal. But at least I figure I'll get the first draft out and feed it to you guys and just have an idea of what's happening and see what we put together so far. So that's it.
Okay. Attorney's report. Bruce?
There's a plan commission meeting Thursday, and it won't be a formal hearing. We will be hearing a preliminary presentation by some of the property owners who are acting as a group. There's 4 properties, as you know, north of Shops and Riverwoods along Milwaukee in that area, including Estonian House. And they're going to be presenting background information for members of the plan commission who were on the plan commission a year ago when we asked them to tour the property. We have been behind the scenes working on a proposed set of zoning regulations that would govern their activities if they were next to the village. And so they will be answering some questions so that we can fine tune that proposed text amendment and then have them make a formal presentation with a public notice and all of that to the plan commission. I don't know if it'll be probably maybe not the first week of January. Usually they push it back a week because of the holidays, so maybe it'll be the second week of January. But this meeting in December will just be bringing everyone up to speed with what that is about. We did take a tour of one of the properties we had